came forward with my story to hopefully protect other women.
It was a story that triggered a reckoning.
The start of the solution is also quite simple. Making noise!
We've been saying this. We have been saying this for decades.
Listen to the women.
We are here because it's unfathomable that we are still having to fight this same, stale, tired fight.
Brittany Higgins' allegations of rape in Parliament House and claims her situation was mishandled, prompting a review into the workplace culture in Canberra.
Her voice has spoken for many, as this report shows.
The report's findings are truly shocking. 33% of people currently in parliamentary workplaces have experienced sexual harassment, more than half of that inside Parliament House. Female politicians are the most common targets.
Aspiring male politicians who thought nothing of, in one case, picking you up, kissing you on the lips, lifting you up, touching you, pats on the bottom, comments about appearance, you know, the usual. The culture allowed it, encouraged it.
A quarter of victims were harassed by a parliamentarian.
The MP sitting beside me leaned over, thinking he wanted to tell me something. I leaned in. He grabbed me and stuck his tongue down my throat. The others all laughed. It was revolting and humiliating.
1% of workers say they've experienced an actual or attempted sexual assault in Parliament.
Frequently, like at least every week, the advice was go and cry in the toilet so that nobody can see you, because that's what it's like up here.
Many people share distressing experiences, sometimes for the first time. They did so with the hope that they could help make this workplace better for those who come after them.
Bullying too is prevalent, experienced by 37% of workers. Reporting of both bullying and sexual harassment is rare.
Misconduct is often dealt with as a political problem. People are often punished for reporting misconduct, while others are protected, rewarded, or even promoted for engaging in misconduct.
But the Sex Discrimination Commissioner is confident things can change, making 25 recommendations, including targets for gender balance in Parliament, guidelines around the use of alcohol, a new code of conduct, a new Parliamentary Standards Commission, and an Office of Staffing and Culture to act as an independent human resources branch for workers.
There is sometimes a temptation to say that because of its role in national life, it is an exceptional workplace. But being exceptional does not mean we should make exceptions.
Sex Discrimination Commissioner Kate Jenkins joins us now, fresh from delivering that review. Kate, you received 1,700 submissions for this review. I gather that you were shocked by your own findings in some ways. What shocked you the most?
I think the statistic that said 1 in 2 of the workers in Parliament had experienced bullying, sexual harassment or sexual assault while working there. I was probably most moved in the interviews by hearing the experiences of young people who start in Parliament with great dreams of working for our Parliament and quickly discover bullying and harassment is normalised. And I also was pretty devastated to realise how much tougher it is for women as staffers or parliamentarians than the men. It's really difficult for them.
One of the things that jumped out in the report was the fact that the group most likely to be sexually harassed was politicians, especially female politicians, not staffers, as some people may assume. Why do you think that is?
Yes, well, our report found that the key drivers included power imbalances, gender inequality and also lack of accountability. We heard from female parliamentarians, and the statistic is 63% of them had experienced sexual harassment, is that they would get it from all directions, from constituents, online, so externally, but also in pre-selection processes, comments about their appearance, questions about their reputation, sexist comments. It was pretty much relentless, and they had to make decisions on how to handle it, really knowing that if they, objected, it would affect their aspirations to progress. And that was pretty shocking to hear.
Commissioner, there were some pretty surprising scenes in Parliament today. Senator David Van had to apologise after being called out for making growling and dog noises at Jackie Lambie during question time. Now, he says it was a misunderstanding, just interjections. How much hope do you have that things can change, and how much is just the behaviour of the chamber part of this?
We definitely found that there were concerns about disrespectful behaviour in both of the chambers. In fact, we made a specific recommendation to look at the standing orders to eliminate sexist and discriminatory behaviour and conduct, language, practices that really undermine inclusion. So we have specifically addressed that because we did hear that that was a concern for many people, and actually we all watch it, so it also does a disservice to our parliament.
Kate, a lot of recommendations here, 25. Brittany Higgins has said she wants to see immediate action. If you had any advice for the place to start in response, what would it be?
Yes, and I'll tell you there's 28 recommendations, but 25 is good as well. No, absolutely, the number doesn't really matter. We did make recommendations for a phased approach, so really we've set out how you would sequence implementing, but there's no question that there is a real opportunity for change at the next election. So in the first 6 months, we've definitely made some recommendations about policies that can be changed.
Kate, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your time.
Big day, yeah.
Thank you.